If they've made it this far, they're a threat we can no longer ignore. Black Crystal Perimeter Bases. Operational. Deployment of Black Ark Flying Fortress. Initiated. Very well, Jugger. Report our preparations to that hawk. Lash and I will team up and attack. We will divide the earth and sky. Between us, our guns will sound a requirement for the allied troops. Spare no cost in defending the Black Crystal. Our foes will fall like leaves. Teehee. I can do death, no problem. Dibs on the Black Ark. Ooh, this is going to be so much fun. That girl worries me. What's up with this place? It's all dry and hot and dry. My poor Omega Land. I can't believe how far the desolation has spread. And these nasty sandstorms. I've got a bad feeling about this. What's that tall tower? It looks like a black hole base, but... Tell me, Allied Halfwits, how are you feeling today? We were doing okay until we saw you, you pasty freak. Your name is Rachel, is it not? You have an abrasive personality. And you're an arrogant twit. If you think we're not more than your match, you're in for a nasty surprise. Learning to tag battle does not make us equals, you silly little cheerleader. Look at your precious homeland. It's like an old woman, wrinkled and wilting. I must say, Zaka's got some of the best put-downs in this game. So you black hole vampires suck this land dry? Who else, young liar? Allow me to share with you the secret of the Black Crystal. Now this point doesn't make sense because if you're an enemy, why would you ever share your secret with the person you're opposing? It just doesn't happen. In short, it bleeds a planet's life force and uses it to make physical materials. It is the source of black hole's miraculous regenerative powers. If the crystal is used too much, the Earth suffers and becomes, well, like this. I'd tell you that we cared, but I'd be lying, and that would be wrong. That's horrible. No, you're horrible. What? This is my homeland. These are my people. You can't. Ugh. Don't even think I'm gonna squeeze out a tear after I bury you. Heh. Such passion, such bravado. We will twist it into abject despair. Cool it, Jake. Biting at the enemy's taunts will only play into their hands. The Black Crystal has no attack power of its own. Let's rush it from the factory at the center of the map. No, I'm afraid I can't allow that. Lash, come out wherever you are. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Whoa, look at the top screen. Now, with the settings we've got, the top screen is actually kind of tiny, but you should be able to see that there's a flying fortress there. How'd that get there? This is Lash. I'm calling you from the fabulous flying fortress, the Black Ark. I'm roughly 33,000 feet above the battlefield, and the view is spectacular. Black Ark? Flying fortress? It's huge. How did you get that thing to fly? Tee. You're surprised! You're surprised! But wait! There's more! I'm even going to throw in a free bomb shower. This isn't good. Yeah, you think? We've got to do something about that thing. Rachel, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yep. If they're going to tag battle, then we have to do the same. Let's choose two COs, one for the main front and one for the second front. And the second front's on the top screen. The main front is on the surface and the second is up there with the Black Ark. I don't need to remind you that we can't afford to lose this fight. Well, you can't afford to lose any fight, really. So, for this battle, most of the action will take place on the top screen, and all of the people on the top screen are direct units. So we'll have Max on the second screen, and then we'll just have a quick look at Jake's info. Firepower increase on the planes. range increases and unit increases, movement range as well. Rachel. Her troops are hardworking and increase base supplies, and she gets lucky lass and covering fire. I'm gonna stick with Jake for this one. Jake and Max, that's a good team up, I think. So the main plan for this is we're going to send fighter units up to the top screen, which has got all the other fighter units. So Max's direct power increase should help out there. The bomber units will wait until the fighter units have gone so they don't get attacked. There's no point building any units from this factory here because it's just going to get bombed every turn. So that'll just lead to easy kills by this artillery unit. But apart from that, I think we're good to go. Deploy! Let's do this! Yes, we're ready. Mission 9, Victory or Death. Alright, let's see what we go. That's the black crystal. My tanks will flatten that thing like vinyl. All those fancy machines are about to be nothing but scrap. Starting with this map, we're going to be using the tag battle strategy. As the name implies, two COs team up and take turns issuing orders. Don't worry, the basic rules of engagement are unchanged. Now, this time we've got fighting on two fronts, which is dual screen combat. So, we need to assign one CO to the main front and one CO to the second front. In campaign mode, the second front is controlled automatically, but you should still check on it from time to time. Like any ordinary fight, the battle ends if you're defeated on the main front. The battle won't end if you lose on the second front, but the CO remaining on the main front will be left alone facing two enemy COs. This may seem a bit confusing, but I'll give you more advice as we go along. Here's one hint. Winning the second front makes it easier to win the main front. Okay, so when we select these fighter units, I think Rachel's going to explain now. Let's talk about attacking that flying fortress. You'll need to send fighters and bombers up to the second front. To do that, you'll need to use the send command. You'll find it in the menu. Once you do that, the selected unit will be transferred to the second front. You won't be able to send helicopters because they can't fly high enough. So, depending on where you put the fighter units, you'll be able to change the position of where it's sent to. So, if we check the fighter unit, how do I check? Yeah, X is to switch the intel screen from the top screen. So, fighter units have a movement range of 9. So, if we move here, they'll be in range. Let's see. Yeah, that should be close enough. Nice work. Now the unit you transferred can fight for the cause on the second front. All orders on the second front are issued automatically by the CO in charge there. Oh, and CO powers can't be used there either. The action is too fast. Fight your way across the main front, but keep an eye on the second one too. Keep in mind that units sent to the second front can't come back. However, if you win on the second front, the surviving units will be added to the power meter. And that can be a huge advantage, don't forget. So the reason why we're not keeping any of these units down here is because there's no use for fighters on this map, I don't think. I mean, there are a few helicopters, but by the time they manage to get over here, we'll have more fighters and more cities captured to be able to build different units as well. So we can start capturing this airport because that'll help out a lot.
So do you just take over, like, is each area, you just have to kind of conquer it?
Pretty much. So you'll see on the second screen that there are other units down there. The idea is that it's fighting on two fronts. So it's, you know, it's the DS. It's trying to make full advantage of the hardware at the time. It's quite interesting because I don't think this had ever been done in this way before. Certainly, I'm not aware of it at least. But yeah, I find it's quite cool. So we'll move this tank unit across to this city, and we'll keep the bomber units out for now. I'll move it next to this tank here, and we'll move this going to here. And like I said, there's no point in building anything from here, so we'll just end the turn. And this is the reason why we've used Max as the second CO, because his day-to-day power is increased firepower with direct units, and that's a lot more useful than a different CO which doesn't have that ability.
What's that box in the middle?
The box in the middle.
The orange box.
That's a factory.
Okay.
All black hole units within 2 spaces of the black crystal will gain fuel, ammo, and 2 HP at the beginning of each day. If we can stay close to the crystal, the advantage is ours. If the black crystal is destroyed, all of our plans will be shattered with it. Indirect fire is a danger, but Omegaland is itself our unwitting ally in that regard. These sandstorms reduce the attack range of all distance weapons by 1. The allies will believe they have been forsaken by heaven. The Black Ark's bombs will keep the allies from making use of the center factory. I've designed the Black Ark's bombs so they don't damage our own units. I just love being deliciously evil and brilliant. Teehee. So that's another reason why we've used Max for this mission, is that because the artillery and rockets unit is decreased anyway, there's no point in trying to sort of make use of them. So you'll see Max is currently attacking fighters, and what I didn't realise is that Max will be able to attack first, so we want to get as many fighters up to them as possible, because they'll get the attack bonus from attacking first. So, hey Rachel, I know you're only in charge of dudes on your own front, but is it cool if I give any general orders to these units on the second front? Yes, but don't insult your tag battle partner, give some advice instead. First, open the map menu and select Intel, then tap AI. Choose a strategy option to give your partner some idea of how to proceed. Change the setting on the fly to get the most out of your partner. Just twiddle some settings here, see if this works now. Okay, it was the Twitch page wasn't loading properly.
Oh really?
So yeah, if someone had joined or was trying to talk to us, we would have no idea. If, yeah. Just us at the moment, but you know, that's fine. I'm sure there's plenty of people watching on YouTube.
And if there are, remember to like, favourite and subscribe.
You're trying to get that call to action in there.
Everybody seems to do it, but...
Well, it's like YouTube recommends it as one of the tips to get more people engaging with their, you know, content and
it's
stuff.
not really us though, is it, to be like, like us! We want you to
I
like
don't know.
us!
I mean, you know, people do it, and it's effective for them. So
Well, yeah, but I mean,
no reason not to.
I'm not gonna kind of like I'm not gonna make a point of saying it unless it comes across my mind. Because you know, we're not really about that. We're doing it because it's a piece of fun.
Yeah. I can understand that. So I think we've done as much as we can for this front. So let's see how Zach goes. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do too much. I think he's actually built a fighter. Or has he just kept a fighter? So we got copters moving in. Nothing too serious. Go on Max. Let's destroy the Black Ark. So that's 1 cannon down. Hey, take a look at the top screen. The units we sent there have destroyed one of the Black Ark's cannons. 3 more to go. Our bomb worries are over once you knock out the other ones. Keep sending units and let's make the main front safer for our own troops. So, let's see. Yeah, he's doing pretty fine on that front, I think. We've got to start worrying about the copters, because although they can't attack bomber units, they will be able to attack our infantry, which will put us in a bit of trouble when we try to capture some more cities. Let's see, range, yeah, that's going to get in the way. Can I build a fighter? Yes, I can. Let's build a fighter. If I remember correctly, the range is 3, so I might be able to take out the recon unit. But I suppose it's not actually worth risking. So I think I'll keep the tank unit here. I'll keep the bomber unit here for now, because they're The anti-air unit can't do too much. Kill off this mech unit here. And that'll do it for this turn, I think. Next turn, because I don't need the bombers as much, I'll send them up to the top screen. And that should hopefully close out the second screen, the second front a lot quicker. Oh, maybe it's only 2 range. Oh well. I'm gonna have to take out that guy pretty quick. Because he's capturing our center factory, it's gonna cause us a lot of problems later on if we don't.
Yeah, but why?
Because they'll be able to start building units from that factory, and that gives them a significant advantage because it's right in the center of the map, so they can sort of build on that position.
Ew.
Yeah. So, in that case, we are going to attack this mech unit here. And although the Black Ark's bomb is going to hit the bomber, it's much safer to try and take out that mech unit before it captures the city. So, just destroy this black B-copter here. Excellent. Capture this city here.
Like it's so easy.
It's not easy. It's because it's because I've got sort of a plan in my head about what to do on each turn.
It's more of a plan than I'd have. This game is a bit confusing to me, but I mean, I thought the same about Fire Emblem, to be fair.
Yeah. This starts off slow as well, so you should be able to, get to grips with it, I guess.
All right, condescending.
No, I'm genuine. It's designed for newcomers to the series to be able to pick it up and play very easily. Okay. Right, so the Black Ark does 9 HP. I didn't realise that. I thought it only did 5. And Zack's done his power, so I think that bomber unit to the north is going to get destroyed. But to be honest, there wasn't really any way of avoiding that. And we managed to save the factory from being captured straight away, so that's useful. So we'll just see how it goes. B-copters. We'll destroy you next turn, B-copters. Anything else? Good. So that's the second of the Black Ark's cannons down. Okay, 3 down and 1 to go.
So have they made any games recently about this, or is it just...
The last game they made of this was Days of Ruin, which was on the DS.
Okay.
And like I said last time, there hasn't been anything done since because we got Codename Steam instead. And Codename Steam, you can tell from sort of comparisons with Codename Steam's music and art design that it's quite similar to Advance Wars Days of Ruin or Dark Conflict's music and art design. So it's interesting that they decided to go with that direction because Advance Wars Days of Ruin was sort of like a soft reboot of the series and it didn't do very well. And in fact, Japan only managed to get the... I'm gonna have to keep this bomber unit here for now. Japan only got Days of Ruin as part of a Club Nintendo reward. They didn't actually get it sold in shops at all. So that was quite a strange decision by Nintendo, I guess. Let's build a mech unit here. Build a helicopter. So it seems like Advance Wars is not all that popular in Japan. But oh well, what you can do. Yeah. It's just that some games don't really, appeal to certain markets. I'm not sure whether strategy games do all that well in Japan. But to be fair, there's been quite a lot of a renaissance in strategy gaming. There's like Fire Emblem Fates, Valkyria Chronicles is coming out on PS4. So, I think it's the state of strategy gaming is quite healthy. So, move this mech unit down here. So, let's see, how far can this fighter come? Right, let's kill off this anti-air unit. And then we will see how close this fighter can get to supporting the bomber. Because the top screen is basically won now, because the enemy has no more units. They just need to destroy the Black Arc's cannons. So now, I can't make a unit there. I'll just save it for next turn. Let's see. Fighter units here. I want to draw this fighter unit out so I can counter-attack it with my own. And anti-air unit can't reach it, missiles can't reach it, so we're good. Let's see what Zach's got in store for us. Nothing from the Black Arc. Oh, I missed the second anti-air unit. Oh well. But it should still have the fighter coming out to reach us. There we go. So that was a bit unfortunate that we lost the bomber unit, but oh well, what can you do? So Max is going to destroy the Black Arc's cannon, and we've won the second front. No, the flying fortress has been destroyed. Ugh, never mind that. There is no need for panic. As long as we win on the surface, victory will be ours. The second front has been secured. The CO will now report back to the main front. Yes, now we'll be able to see the tag power in full effect. If both COs are on the main front, they can tag out to take turns issuing commands. To switch COs, all you have to do is select change from the map window. Selecting change ends your turn though, so don't do it until you're done. Once the power meters of both COs fill, you'll be able to use the tag power. The tag power is a power where both COs can use their super CO powers back to back in the same turn. To use a tag power, open the map window, select tag and get ready to rock. The Orange Star Army has won on the second front. So now, we're pretty close to getting a tag power with Jake and Max. We'll just have to sort of move our units up as close as possible, switch over to Max, and then we'll be good to go. So that's not going to do enough to kill, but to be honest, after this fighter unit, there are no other air units, so it will have no purpose in life. Let's see. Factory. We need to get... It might be a bit silly, but I'm going to make a Neo tank here because they have larger range than MD tanks do, and also a lot more fuel. So they're a lot more useful to have, I find. Let's see. Let's get the anti-air unit to support it, and we'll move these infantry units up to capture. Let's switch, change, and get on. Okay. We might be able to finish it off in the next turn, depending on whether we get a tag power going, which I think has been activated. We'll say goodbye to the fighter unit, but it served its purpose. Okay. So, tag power activates. This is how the big boys play. It's a bit strange that we can only see their feet, but oh well. And like I said last time, one of the main features of this game that I really enjoy is the music of it. And having the tag power activated is just sort of like extremely joyful and what's the word? Exhilarating, I think is what I'm trying to think of. But yeah, it's good. I really enjoy it. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get close enough to try and attack the Black Crystal in this turn. But when we get to Jake, we might be able to do that. Excellent. Okay, let's see. Tank. We'll build a recon unit because why not? It's not going to get any use, but you know, it's just one of those things. Back on the front lines. So let's see. We're going to try and take out as many units as possible. So APC unit here because that's 100% damage. And I'm pretty sure the Neo tank can take out the Black Crystal in one go. No, it can't. Oh, interesting. So 57%. Ah, I'm not gonna be able to finish it on this turn. Okay. In that case, we will take out. Let's see, 6, 7. Okay. This is actually quite hard. I'm trying to figure out which units to take care of. They've actually got more defense than I was expecting. Okay, we'll do this. We'll take out this missile unit with the anti-air and the B-copter. And then we'll take out the Neo-tank, the anti-air unit with the Neo-tank. And then next turn, we'll try and take out the Black Crystal. Captures. City to the north. Mech unit across. Recon unit across. And this mech unit's not going to do anything, so I'll just move it out of the way. And that'll do for now. So I'll be interested to see what rank I get on this mission, because I don't think I've done enough to get 300 points. I think I've lost quite a few units, but we'll see, we'll see. Let's see what the damage Zach can do is. He might be able to take out the B-copter with the anti-air unit. That's not too bad. 80% for the Neo-tank is pretty good. Yeah. Unfortunate, but oh well. Again, not too bad. We should be able to... Oh, actually, am I going to have enough range? Nope, I actually can't get close enough to the Black Crystal on the opposite side to take it out with the tank unit.
Can you not do it in 2 turns or something?
No, I tried doing it with the tag power last turn, but it wasn't enough. I was expecting the Neo-tank to be able to kill it in 1 hit, but it didn't happen. 5%, it's not great. Right, we'll take out this artillery unit because this is causing problems. And that'll do. Because none of their units left on their side can do enough damage to the Neo-tank to take it out. So next turn we'll be able to kill it. And that will end the mission. So let's capture these cities. Just for completion's sake. Let's mech unit down here. And change the turn so that Max is the one attacking. I wonder if that actually increases the attack power against the Black Crystal, because that would be interesting to see. So, go ahead, do your worst. We'll see how it goes. Oh well. They actually managed to kill it off, but you know, these things happen. Okay, so can't move anywhere. Yeah, let's finish off one more anti-air unit, and then we'll finish the map. Oh, actually, no, I should concentrate on... the number of units you produce affects your technique score. So, depending on how many units you have destroyed by the enemy, your technique score will go down. So if you can keep on producing more units, your technique score should stay fairly level, depending on how many have died already. But the Black Crystal has been destroyed. Yeah, you like the taste of that? Savor the flavor, Black Hole. The shame! The Black Crystal has been shattered. Haha! You losers got shut down. You picked the wrong place to invade. As long as we're around, you'll get nothing. Boo! We got beat. Come on, Zach, let's bounce out of here. We've still got you-know-what. One Black Crystal is not that big a deal. It's the principle, Lash, the principle. Let us withdraw for now. Enjoy this victory feast, fools, for you shall starve tomorrow. They never change, do they? They say what they want and then vanish. Max, we served Black Hole a hot bowl of smackdown soup. Woo! I know. Now get off of me. Jake is happy, isn't he? both of us have a lot of memories from this place. I'm thrilled too. I've got to let everyone at home know what's happened. Lash's last words have me worried though. What do you think you know what is? Now that's just foreboding. She didn't need to say that. It sounds like they've got a secret weapon up their sleeve, doesn't it? Where are we rolling to next, Rachel? I've already got my battle mix picked out. Ha! Just because you picked your music doesn't mean we're ready to fight. We need more intel, and the troops need rest, and I want a nice long bath. Oh, that sounds heavenly. A bath followed by a good book and some caviar. Yeah, they're the elite here. Sweet, let's get going. I've got all kinds of stories to tell my crew back home. Alright, let's see what rank we got. We get 20 points for defeating the crystal, so that actually pushed us up to 309, so that's quite good. I actually ended up using too many units for perfect 300, but we managed to get Jake up a rank, so that's good. We can now use special skills during battle. There are 2 simple ways to set which skills you want to use. Either tap skill or press the X button when you're on the select CO screen. As you get stronger, you can learn more skills and even use up to 4 at a time. If a CO reaches rank 10, well, something good can happen. Well, you'll have to figure that out for yourself. Good luck, I'm rooting for you. Essentially, at rank 10, that's when the most broken skills in the game happen. So you get the skill to deploy units out of cities, which is previously only limited Hachi, so use a secret CO. So getting them up to rank 10 is actually extremely useful for hard campaign. Not for this one so much, because it's expected you don't have it.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think 7's too much. I think you might be able to lose 5 units at maximum, but... You shattered a crystal in that tiny little top screen box on the left. Together, we destroyed the black crystal and crushed Black Hole's plans, or so we thought. But our enemy was strong, and the battle was fierce. But at least for tonight, our men can rest easy. Max's troops are still up partying. And Sasha's a real trooper. Me, I'm exhausted. From the pages of Rachel's journal. Mission complete. So now we're going to be introduced to a new CO from the Black Hole Army for the next mission. So this is quite interesting. So, saving over mission 9. That was mission 9 complete, and now we're moving on to mission 10. Move out.